This is a data exercise. We've gone through the register of members' interests and effectively taken the data that MPs have to declare themselves about their hours worked on top of their job as a backbench MP. But when you do that, some MPs get very grumpy. Listen to this Tory backbencher, Steve Brine.
I focus on my constituents. I focus on chairing my select committee, and I always have. And I think you should be very careful about smearing MPs and making out that MPs are not focusing on their jobs. 99.9% of MPs I've met in Westminster are focused on doing their job.
An allegation there that even looking at this data is effectively smearing MPs. It is data that they provide, data that they are required to provide, and viewers and voters will be able to make up their mind on the basis of the answers that MPs give when they're asked about it, whether or not they think this practice is right or wrong.
Interestingly, though, Sam, I do wonder what the kind of alternative is and what would be more politically unpopular with the electorate. And if you were to fully remove the option of doing these jobs, it might make rise from the public purse and a headline salary from Parliament for MPs. And I don't know which one would go down worse, money on the side for second jobs or an actual explicit pay rise.
So I think there are alternative models. The Australian Parliament doesn't have a system where you can have a second job. Ultimately, it'll be for political parties to put forward solutions and the public to vote for models if they think that is an important thing as part of a manifesto that they want to back a party political leader on. It's not that there is a binary choice between having second jobs and not having second jobs. There are all sorts of proposals on the table that could be enacted, from requiring MPs just to say what they're going to do ahead of re-election, getting them to commit or to have some kind of limit on the amount of outside work. So there is a sort of gradated scale of possible solutions, but Parliament hasn't been able to agree on substantial change this time. Keir Starmer says he wants to introduce a second jobs ban. It'll be fascinating to see what that actually looks like, the detail actually means in practice, given one of his shadow cabinet members, David Lammy, does quite a lot of outside work even after the supposed second job ban came into force.
Sam, as ever, great stuff, and all of that data presented in a very digestible way on the Sky News Westminster accounts homepage. Some of today's other news now. Kevin Spacey claimed he was flirtatious and romantic with one of his alleged victims when he started giving evidence in his sexual assault trial yesterday. He's previously denied all 12 charges against him and faces further cross-examination today. The funeral is taking place of one of the victims of the Nottingham attacks today. Family and friends will gather in Taunton and Somerset to pay their respects to 19-year-old student Barnaby Webber, who was stabbed to death with fellow student Grace O'Malley Kumar during a night out last month. A man aged 31 has been charged with their murders and will face trial in January. More now on those strikes in the US involving Hollywood actors and screenwriters. Let's bring in Amon Warman. He's contributing editor and columnist at Empire magazine. Thanks so much for joining me on this topic. Just quickly sum up again the scale of what's happened overnight. There was already a writers' strike. There's now an actors' strike, and this accounts for a very high percentage, almost 100% of the people in those industries in Hollywood. Is that right?
Yeah, this is big. It could potentially bring Hollywood to a standstill. And I think it's a very necessary step that they've taken. There's been a big sea change in the entertainment industry with the rise of streaming platforms like a Netflix, like a Disney Plus, like an Amazon Prime, and so many others. And because that has not been reflected in the wages of the people actually making the art, their ability to make a living has been hurt. And so they've taken this step. They've tried to talk to the studios and the CEOs and decision makers in order to come to an agreement. They haven't been able to do that. And that is why they're now joining the Writers Guild of America on strike.
And in terms of, just give us some background on these unions, because it's interesting in context to what's going on here in the UK. I mean, the starting point is that America is not a particularly unionized country, unlike most European nations, and yet this industry, which is one of the wealthiest industries overall, is almost 100% unionized. Where does that all stem from?
Yeah, the unions, as I say, they tried to come to an agreement with the studios and the CEOs. They haven't been able to do that. And the Writers Guild of America, they were on strike first. They were on strike because, again, it's not been reflected in their wages. When I look at some of the recent quotes from Bob Iger, who is the CEO of Disney, his pay in comparison to what the writers get paid on average, the disparity between those two things is crazy. And then you add in what another sort of big decision point has been in the making of this strike, the rise of AI and the use of AI and how that could affect the industry. That is another thing that is being discussed, and that is why we have come to where we are, and that is why the industry could potentially be at a standstill in very short order.
Amon Warman, thanks so much for joining us. Very much appreciated.
No problem.
Southern Europe is in the grip of a heat wave. Named Cerberus after the three-headed dog that guards the gates of hell, temperatures are hitting 40 degrees and beyond. In Greece, Athens has registered 37 degrees. Well, Sky's energy and climate change correspondent Hannah Thomas-Peter is in Piraeus in Greece and has this update for us.
Heat is a public health emergency in some instances, even in a place like Athens, which is well used to the heat. This is the port area just outside the city where we've been speaking to holiday makers going off to the islands. And a lot of them have said that they are being extra cautious. They are heeding the warnings. A number of Greek families have said that they're a little bit baffled about all the fuss. They say that Greece is a very hot place and it's a society that's already orientated around taking care of themselves during the hottest hours. But the Greek authorities are taking no chances. There's been a public health campaign. They are asking people to stay indoors. Most public buildings are shut today, and they are saying no food deliveries, for example, between 12 and 5 as the heat builds. It's possibly going up to 40 degrees today, and it might get even hotter tomorrow. But when you look at the forecast, actually these very high temperatures, high 30s, are going to extend for another 10 days or so. So very little relief for people in Greece. And it's a similar picture across southern Europe, this area of high pressure trapped over North Africa, Spain, Portugal, but even into Bulgaria and Kosovo. And we've seen the impact of that already, not just in public health, but in wildfires that have been sparked in Croatia, tourists and residents alike evacuated. But beyond the immediate impact, the emergency issues, there's another thought as well here, and that's about the economic impact on people in terms of livability, in terms of their abilities to do their job and their ability to be productive members of society. When it is this hot for this long, those things start to deteriorate. And that's a big problem for governments as they try to grapple with this new reality driven by climate change.
Hannah Thomas-Peter there. Time for a check on the weather here now.
Warm memories. Where
Looking for a new way to stay refreshed and hydrated? Look no further than iRange Hydration Drink. iRange is perfect for any situation where you need a little pick-me-up. It's low in calories and has a delicious orange flavor that you will love. So don't wait any longer. Grab a can of iRange today and start enjoying the refreshing. Buy online at irange.co.uk.
Transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Check me out. He tells me my energy is making him tired.
Yes!
How do you get the energy to do that?
I've been told that I have a lot of energy, but my goodness, I think today I have met my match, people. I have met my match, Miss Suzanne. Wow, amazing.
One of the things that's the start of digging
darkness.
the hole of darkness.
So what did that?
Myself and the world in adjustment. And 2019.
Forget the proverbial boardroom. Join me, Simone Frazier, on the CEO, the program that gives you the driving seat over your life. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. only on Starr Radio.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time.